Are you ready to find out why charcoal is actually really interesting and really good for your body? I'm not joking. You might actually want some charcoal in your stocking this holiday. Actually, you'll probably want to get it sooner, like right after you watch this video, because there's so many amazing things that you can do with charcoal. And I'm here to tell you what they are. If you want a bit more in-depth look into charcoal, in particular, the specific charcoal I'm about to tell you about, you can head to my blog post, which is down below, and it's got an obnoxiously long title. It's called, "And You Thought Getting Charcoal in Your Stocking Was a Bad Thing," but the article itself is really informative, so we will live with that title for now. Anyway, what we're going to talk about today is definitely one of my number one, super simple, all natural, basically cure-alls for everything that ails you from head to toe. And that's charcoal, but not any charcoal. It's not the kind that you throw on the grill. It is the type that comes from vegetative sources. It is activated charcoal. So activated charcoal, like I said, comes from vegetative sources like coconut. That's actually my favorite. I like to make sure that my activated charcoal comes from coconut. To me, I just find it the purest and most effective. And the way that it is turned into that charcoal is that it is treated with oxygen. The oxygen causes the charcoal to expand, and it's that expansion that allows it to have a lot of porosity. And the porosity is the key reason why activated charcoal works so well to fix so many things that ail us. The porosity allows the activated charcoal to do what's called adsorb. So when I first wrote the blog post, which you can find below, I got some people letting me know that I had spelled absorb wrong. It's not absorb with a B, it's adsorb with a D, adsorption. And adsorption is actually the process that allows one compound to bind to another and pull it out. As opposed to absorbing it, it just it sticks to it like this and pulls it out. And this is why it works for so many things. And is actually used in higher, more medicinal doses in many hospitals when people overdose on drugs or have some sort of high levels of toxins in their body. Activated charcoal is used medically to remove that stuff from your body effectively and safely. And so how do we use it at home? How can you use it at home? How do I use it at home? Let me just backpedal real quick to say that this stuff has actually been used for time immemorial. Hippocrates was known to use it for treating all kinds of ailments. Native Americans have also been using it forever, as did the ancient Egyptians, and they used it primarily to treat skin ailments and gastrointestinal upsets, which is some of the main reasons you can use it nowadays as well. And so what does this stuff do aside from, like I said, remove toxins? So in hospitals, they'll use it therapeutically, and if you have a situation where there's an overdose involved, or like a insect or reptile bite that may present with poisoning, you definitely want to let the professionals deal with that. So get yourself to a hospital and they will use what they need to use to help you. And most probably it'll be very, very high doses of activated charcoal along with other therapeutics that they may have. But if you just have some random little health stuff or skin stuff going on at home, activated charcoal is excellent because it can treat all kinds of stuff. So I've got my little list here because my memory ain't what it used to be. It helps with all kinds of gastrointestinal issues. So I'm going to link below a couple of the products that we have at home. This one by Gaia is called Gas and Bloating. Listen, let's admit it. We all deal with this stuff. It's the real thing. We have bodies, and our bodies do nasty things. And the gas and bloating formula, one of the number one ingredients in it is activated charcoal. So effective. I think works way better than dimethicone and some of that other stuff. And it just pulls all of the stuff that is causing your stomach upset and causing the bloating and causing the flatulence, pulls it right out of your body. You do want to drink it with a full glass of water. As with most supplements, water is just important. Mom says drink your water, okay? Let's just get that straight. But it really does, it helps, like if you've eaten something that's spoiled or doesn't sit well, if you have a little bit of food poisoning. Again, we're not talking anything major that you need to go to the hospital for, but the kind of stuff that you would normally treat at home. Activated charcoal really helps. It adsorbs all that junk and pulls it right out of your body. It's also really good for your skin. You know by now that I am super into all natural skincare and skin health. And activated charcoal, when used topically, is fantastic for treating cuts, wounds, acne. And why? Because it helps with cellular regeneration, but it also helps, again, to adsorb all the bacteria or pathogens or whatever unhappy things have accumulated on your skin, and really does that effectively and very, very quickly. And actually making this video reminds me that I need to get a activated charcoal powder that I can turn into a paste, because I've got 2 teenagers at home and breakouts are a thing. So I'm putting that on my shopping list. I haven't had to use it on my own skin in a while, but see, we're all learning new things. Anyway, insect bites, bee stings also can be treated with a little paste made out of activated charcoal. I did have a spider bite on my foot. I had a balloon foot for like a couple weeks ago. And I actually made a little paste out of this, which has fennel and other things in it that are not necessarily for insect bites, but it helped a lot. So we've got that. There have also been quite a few research studies that have shown that activated charcoal can be very effective in reducing cholesterol. So if cholesterol is an issue, taking activated charcoal can actually help to mitigate that. And you want to keep track of if cholesterol is a thing, either you've got it running in the family or your diet isn't optimal, we'll fix that. But it can be used as a preventative as well. Activated charcoal, again, very natural and helps to keep your body balanced and pull out all of the stuff that doesn't need to be in there. Really good for cold and flu. So again, it will adsorb the pathogens, the toxins, the bacteria, the viruses that are trying to make your body their home, and gently pull them out. Is it a miracle cure-all? Will you pop one of these and just, be perfectly fine 24 hours later? No, that's not what I'm saying. Although it does work like that for gas and bloating. But when it comes to, being under the weather, it's just one more thing you can use to lessen the severity of whatever ailment you may be dealing with at the moment. And then oral health. So, where do I put this? Just drop it on the floor. The one thing that I have seen kind of become more popular over the past few years is activated charcoal as a tooth whitening product, and that it's used in a lot of toothpaste. And while yes, it can help to naturally whiten your teeth, it's not my favorite thing to use. It's extremely messy and you end up with like black liquid splattered all over your face in the mirror, and it's just, who has time to clean up like that? So I just prefer to use the baking soda and coconut, which I spoke about in my other video, which was how to naturally whiten your teeth. But if you're using activated charcoal for tooth whitening and it works well for you and you're not making a mess, that's great. I tend to be clumsy, so there's that. But it's really good for oral health in general, in which case I would recommend, and the way that I've used it is in a toothpaste form so that you're not getting all that powder flying all over the place. But it helps with gingivitis prevention. It helps remove bacteria from your mouth because of its porosity and adsorption abilities. So activated charcoal is so good for so many things. You can put it, if you've got toenail fungus, make a paste with it with apple cider vinegar, put it on there. And it just, again, with all natural things, Consistency is key, and it does take a tiny bit more effort to remember to do these things consistently, and to just, maybe lay down with a big patch of charcoal on your face or your toe or your finger or whatever you need to use it on. But it works. It works. It's natural. You're not going to get bizarre side effects. You don't have to worry about what other issues may crop up while you're using this stuff. And it's such a multitasker that if you just have some activated charcoal, whether it's in capsule form, or if you get like a little tub with the powder in it that you can make paste out of, it's just great to have on standby if you're feeling like your stomach is upset, if you ate maybe a little bit too much of that bean burrito, if your teeth aren't, your mouth is kind of feeling like, remember the 80s yuck mouth? You got yuck mouth. Any of those things. It works really, really great. Again, I am going to go ahead and link below, not just my blog post where I go in a little bit deeper, as far as activated charcoal is concerned and why you will love it as much as I do. But I'm also going to link some of my favorite products like the gas and bloating one. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this. And if you found it helpful, please click like, share, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff so that we can continue rewiring adulthood together. And part of adulthood is staying healthy, right? As long as we possibly can. I'll see you next time.